and welcome to day 20 of 40 Days of Wellbeing Concepts for Balance. Today's wellbeing concept is get out of your mind, and it's a paradigm shift. I want to challenge the conventional way that we have been taught to engage with our thoughts and our consciousness, where being out of your mind is seen as being deranged and where the mind is seen as the primary tool for navigating reality, to work on problem solving and making decisions. And the problem is that this very limited perspective leads to an over reliance on analytical thinking, which limits our ability to experience life in a more expansive and a holistic way. I studied a course in miracles for 5 or 7 years, and it always reminds us that our minds are programmed, indoctrinated, that they're sick, and that we engage in judgment on a daily basis. We have unloving thoughts and reactions. We're defensive behaviorally, and these are all things that interfere with our state of well-being and balance. And so the well-being concept, get out of your mind, invites us to get past all of that habitual dominance of analytical thinking and to explore other dimensions of our awareness. And it encourages us to step beyond a linear type of thinking and embrace a more holistic approach to consciousness. And that means that we get to tap more into the wisdom of our heart, our intuition, our gut, and all of those subtle energies that surround us that have more information and knowing for us. And so, basically, we're embracing a deeper, more intuitive way of being. And again, that's going to have us tap into our heart, to tap more into compassion and connection with our body so that we are feeling as sentient human beings who are here to feel and really, really tap into that heart space. So when we do this, we align more with our inner knowing. So in times of chaos, or I'll call it mayhem versus chaos, because chaos is really that empty void where all possibilities exist and there's a known. And mayhem is what we have now, which is engineered um, instability. During times of mayhem, we can tap into our inner strength, our inner being, and pull energy from there. So get out of our mind. And that helps us to let go of past worries, past challenges, with of the stress that we carry with us, and also to diminish our limited beliefs and mental patterns that we've been unconsciously carrying along as baggage, that's emotional baggage, carrying along as baggage with us along our life journey. And we get to end those repeated cycles of um, imbalance. And we get to stop doing those things that have caused us to repeat life cycles that haven't been helping us to spiral up and move forward in life. So I'm going to read today's concept for us. Day 20, get out of your mind. Are you constantly filling your mind with worries, projects, deadlines, or conflicts that result in endless mind chatter, indicative of a mind full of thought? This chatter represents thoughts you have had many times before. You won't find anything new or self expansive in this internal conversation. Or are you out of your mind, mindful in observation, so that you can respond appropriately to stimulation in situations as they occur. This approach produces new creative thought and action. You are taught that being out of your mind is a negative. It's time to re examine beliefs and teachings to begin to use the mind correctly to move out of patterns of thought and behavior that are no longer helpful. Today, when you notice that your thoughts of what needs to be started or finished pull you away from the present moment, return to the present to see what you can do right now to resolve your concerns. The initial answer may be do nothing and simply be. So, woohoo, we've made it to day 20. We are halfway through our 40 days of well-being concepts where we take a day to examine one concept. Today, of course, is get out of your mind. And we journal around that concept during the morning, what our thoughts are when we initially go through the well being concept for the day, the reading, and then take that, knowing that information, and move through the day with it and allow it to be instilled into our life and see how it shows up. And then at the end of the day, we come back once again and write down our evening summary and insights gained. So you can do this with my book, Balance is a Juggling Act. It has the daily concept, and then it also has space for journaling. Or you can just, do this with us with your own journal notebook. Grab your pen, grab your book, and let's journal. Let's take a couple of minutes to journal around today's topic. Get out of your mind. I'll add some music. And if you're not finished journaling, please take this time to continue with your writings and your expansive thoughts. A thought that I would like to close out with is choose to question your perspective. There's always another way of seeing things. There's always a higher way of seeing things. And there's a way to see it with more balanced and supportive thoughts. I'm Raisa there, and I hope you have an awesome day as you move through the exercise of getting out of your mind and expanding your well being. Remember, we're doing this to pull out the strength within.